towards 7:34 in Trinidad and Tobago. After that traffic image, you probably would have seen some images from the Tranquility Government School, where you would have seen the parents and students, of course, getting together on time for the SEA. And we know it because of COVID-19. There's a level of anxiety, and we're certainly urging everyone to minimize that anxiety by ensuring that your students arrive on time. The exams are set for 8:30, and you want to ensure that they're there. We understand that the Minister of Education may be on location very shortly. If that happens, we'll see if we can do some whether it's a live link or get some report that for you. But let's move along in our discussion this morning, because it's another element of the arts in Trinidad and Tobago, because season 2 is now streaming of the series of Black Land. It's on www.gtcaribbeannetwork.tv. This season follows the story of a young woman who is the sole survivor in a post-apocalyptic Trinidad in the year 2043. Some will argue, given the politics, that we're there already, but we ain't going there, at least with our guests. We're joined by lead actress Aliyah Watley, Ansel Harris, who is the producer, director, and Keon Bryan, who's the director as well. Good morning to all. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And if I can start with the perspective of Ansel Harris, just making sure, Ansel, that you're hearing us loud and clear. Tell us this particular series and what people can look forward to with season 2. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Glad to be on the show. Well, season 2 was a follow-up of season 1. So season 2 is a story of a young girl in a post-apocalyptic Trinidad, and how she's surviving, and a place there where she's trying to look for survivors and basically answers, as to how the place ended up like this. So it's a story that we're doing. It's around 5 episodes. We already have one out, and the second one will be out on July the 10th. And it's a pretty cool story. It's more like post-apocalyptic science fiction stuff. It's a nice experiment, something different to what you see coming out from the local film industry.
And Ansel, what was the feedback with season 1?
Season one was cool, but season 1 was more experimental. We use a style called the comic noir, where we blend realistic images with a kind of comic look image. It was cool. People like that. But from there we decided to do it a little different. From the experimental one to do it more realistic.
And before I go to Aliyah Watley for her perspective as being the lead actress in this particular series, we've mentioned that it's streaming on www.gtcaribbean.tv. Is that where people have to go if they want to catch? Would there be episodes of season 1 that would be available as well, together with the new ones in season 2?
The only thing we have right now is season 2, but season 1 is on YouTube, on Vil Ventures Online. That's the YouTube page is on, so you can see all 10 episodes of season 1 there. But season 2 is basically on the website. Yeah.
And it's available there right now.
Yes, it's available there right now.
All right. Let's move to Aliyah. Ms. Watley, thank you very much for taking the time as well to be with us this morning. Tell us about your involvement as the lead actress in this series. What has the experience been like?
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everyone. Well, my experience as a lead actress is it's very difficult and, well, fun at the same time. Let's say I've never acted before, so being a lead role is kind of like a pressure, because you need to have the perspective. You need to make sure that the role fits. You need to make sure that when you're acting, is that
you seem almost more nervous than actually doing the recording of the series as well. But
yes, I am very nervous.
There's nothing to be nervous about at all. I can assure you in that regard. But has it been enjoyable in the sense of actually doing something like this? Because as you mentioned, you've never had to do something like this before. Has it been an enjoyable experience? Has there been a lot of anxiety involved in the process?
Yes, it has been very enjoyable. Anxiety is always there because I'm meeting new people and I'm a very shy person as well. So yes, anxiety is very much there.
So explain to me that part. How does a shy person get performing the lead actress role in a sci-fi kind of series like this?
Well, I am shy, yes, but the only way that I can express myself is like through modeling, dancing, and acting. Acting can give me different roles that, people will watch me different. So like if I can be a serious person or a comedian, I'm expressing myself in that way. And when I'm off screen, I'm just shy. I'm always in a corner. But when I'm acting, I can express myself in many different ways.
So it's a
it's
different
not very
personality
hard.
altogether in that
Yeah.
regard. I believe we have Keon Bryan with us, the director. Mr. Bryan, are you there with us? Just confirming that you're there with us as well.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right. So tell us about your own involvement in this particular series, and indeed, are you happy with the end product after season 1? Now moving into season 2.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. Actually, I was doing another project with Miss Aliyah, and then Ansel came to me about Blackland season 2, and I said, dude, I have the perfect person for this role, perfect, and that's how we brought it together, and she fit the role good. Right now, she might be looking shy and stuff, but in the episodes, nothing like that. Totally different.
And then tell me as well about your own expectations for this series, because as Ansel mentioned, it's a bit different from what you would usually get from local productions and so, which have maybe different topics that they would like to focus on. Has it gone the way that you would have liked so far?
Yes, very much so. Actually, right now, the films that are coming out of Trinidad are things that you normally wouldn't see. Science fiction films, horror films, things about post-apocalypse. Right now, I'm working on a post-apocalypse film also. So with things like these, you're finally seeing it coming out of Trinidad. Before you wasn't seeing that. So it's
And
like
what do
a
you
new
think?
wave.
Yeah, and before I go back to Ansel Harris for a final point, Keon, what do you think is accounting for that? What is contributing to this new wave as you described?
I think it's just people wanting to see something different. People just fed up at the same old, same old. They just want to see different things. So everybody come out and they say, yo, let's do something different. So Ansel might do Blacklands. Somebody else might do something else they have in their head. People actually coming out and bringing the art to life.
And Ansel Harris, if you could get a final thought from you before we wrap up this morning, as to where would you like to see this sort of either the series developing or going, or any other projects that you have in the works at this time?
Right. So basically, right now we are talking to other streaming platforms as well as other networks to get the series to air there. We have like two other platforms regionally and internationally that we're getting the series aired as well too. I remember a few months back we did the superhero series thing with you two, in Magnolia. So that's one of the projects that we're doing right now. Seeing that we have the COVID lockdown, we shut down production for a while until things could pick back up, and then we would resume filming. So these are some of the projects that we have. And just added to what Keon's saying, is that now a lot of filmmakers now trying new things, new stories, superhero stuff, sci-fi stuff, different things now. So it's looking good so far.
That's very good to hear. Indeed, Ansel Harris and Aliyah Watley, different person being interviewed as indeed the person more confident as the actress, and Keon Bryan as well. Thank you very much for taking the time. So once more, we want to remind everybody, season 2 of Blackland is on at www.GT Caribbean Network. The network is 2 T's, Caribbean Network Tv. Thank you very much all for being with us this morning to talk about this interesting development as far as this sort of free development to Trinidad and Tobago. 7:43 in Trinidad and Tobago. We have another image of the traffic situation, and indeed we might see a bit more of either tranquility government, because of course this morning it's about students getting ready for the SEA, which gets underway at 8:30 this morning. So we hope that all goes well for those students also as we go to the break.